Hey YouTube, this is Mr. YouTube. I'm out here in the shop. I'm cleaning up an old rifle that I've got. I know I put up a video a while back about a little night fire with it. It wasn't much to it. But I thought I'd talk about it a little bit today. Out here just kind of wiping over it a little bit. You know how it sits in the room a little bit. It gets dusty and stuff like that, you know. I'm going to tell you first, I came out here in the shop. And if you watch my videos, this is where I make most of my videos, right here in my shop. And yeah, it's a mess. I know it's a mess. I need to clean it up really bad. In fact, if you could see my work table, you could understand it even more. Got a few things back here. I got a disappearing stairway back here. Yeah, went the wrong way. Right there. I got to get it put in my house sometime or another, you know, whenever I get a chance. And there's all kind of stuff up there on the bench that we've been working with, and you know, you just lay your tools down and go. Well, anyway, if you'll notice, look at the light behind me. You see it up there? I mean, it's up here, right there. I don't know, maybe right there you might get a little better look at it. I came in here a few minutes ago, flipped the lights on like I always do, and that light back there has been giving me a little trouble for a while. So I apologize for the lighting in here. I got the door open and I got another little light burning back here. Hopefully got enough light. But anyway, I walked in, I turned the lights on, and I sat down here and I heard something go to hissing. Well, the light went off. And it ain't nothing new. I mean, it comes on, goes off. I knew the baluster in it was getting bad because it warmed up a little bit, it'd cut off, you know, and it'd come back on. Well, you've probably seen it in some of my videos. But anyway, it went off, and I thought, well, you know, it's off early. I just turned it on. Well, it wasn't just a couple seconds after that. I heard something go, you know, what in the world? Turn around and look, and there was smoke boiling out of that light. I mean, it was just boiling out of it. So I hit the light switch, cut it off, pulled the cover off of it to make sure there wasn't nothing on fire up there, and fire, smoke. If you could smell in here, you'd understand. I mean, it smelled like burnt wires. Anyway, the baluster, I guess, burned up inside because all the wires coming out of it's burnt and everything. So, but anyway, and naturally, the first thing I thought is catching the roof on fire, you know, above it. But it didn't. It just, I guess it was time to go. It burned up. I mean, I'm gonna have to get some new lighting to go in here, I guess. So anyway, that'll be one of my new tasks. I don't know if I'm gonna put fluorescence back in here or just put standard light bulbs back in it. But anyway, cleaning this thing up, and I'll show you what it is here in just a minute. And you may have heard of these things, and you may not have heard of them. I picked this one up, a year and a half, 2 years ago probably. Got it for mine near nothing, I believe. Best I remember, under $100, you know. But now I've looked them up; they sell for a little more than that. But anyway, this was an old military rifle. I looked it up, looked the serial numbers up, and I did not find when this one was produced. But and it's called a Steyr. Okay, it's a Steyr M95. Okay, not all of them are in decent shape. Now, the ones I found were pretty rough looking. Now, this one's got, well, let me just go ahead and get it up here so you can see it. This is a Steyr. Okay, they were issued from the late 1800s through the very early 1900s. When I say very early, from what I found, the last ones off the assembly line was like in 1917. So, but from the serial numbers, I never did find out what year this one was made. I never did. But it has got, you can see right there, it's got some of the government issue stamps on it, the numbers. Let's see, what else has it got on it? It is a, and you don't fuss at me if I pronounce this wrong, because I can't read good to start with or pronounce my words, but it's a Budapest. B-U-D-A-P-E-S-T. Budapest M95. Now it's got the H stamped into it. You can see it or not. Got an H stamped in it. And if I'm not mistaken, the H means it was made in Hungary. Okay, Hungary. Anyway, somewhere. It's kind of unique. Not only does it fire a very huge round for this little gun. Let me back this thing up so you can see it. So it's not very long. It's just a little old thing. Well, just show you. This thing shoots 8 by 56. You can see that. That's what it shoots. And if I can get one of these out of here, I'll show you what the round looks like. Now you talk about, now when I first got this thing, the guy gave me this box of ammo to go with it. He said, now it's a little hard to find. He said, but you know, you can still find it. I thought, okay. Well, I went, never shot it, went to a gun show, and I found the box. It looks a little pricey, but I bought it. And the guy asked me, said, I'm assuming you've shot this thing before. I said, no. I said, I've got some shells for the gun. I just bought the gun. I said, but I hadn't shot it yet. He said, well, he said, I'm going to tell you. And this is his words. That little gun packs a hell of a punch. Well, he's right. It does. It's not a very long round, but it is 8mm. 8 by 54R. Isn't that right? 8 by 54R. I gotta check. I don't shoot this thing much, so I don't. Yeah, 8 by 56R. I thought that was wrong. 8 by 56. And I don't really have one here to compare it to. I'm looking all over the shop. Other than a pistol round, which is a 9mm. And I'm not going to take time to open the gun safe to look in there. Excuse me just one second. Yeah, I don't see nothing there. Alright. But it's a heck of a punch. Well, here's an empty cartridge of a 223. Or, yeah, this is a 223. So if you're familiar with a 223, there's a little bit of a comparison. Now, the bullet's out of this. My son had to pull it. It had some kind of defect, so he pulled it. And the bullet's laying here somewhere. Right there it is. But, just some kind of comparison here. See, there's the bullet that come out of it. And I can't push it all the way back down in there, but it still gives you somewhat of a comparison to it. There's a 223. And this is an 8 by 56R. So, but anyway. Not only is it a super round for that little short rifle, and it's relatively, I mean, it's not heavy, but it's not light either. But here's what caught my attention. Now, most everybody's familiar with the bolt action. But, you know, bolt action, you pull it up and you pull it back. Most of the time it pulls up halfway, 90-degree turn, and pulls back. This thing's a little different. It don't rotate. Straight back, just like that. Straight back, straight forward, just like that. Now, when I first got it, I thought, now that thing's going to fly open and hit me right between the eyeballs. I don't know about you, but I just assume not be hit between the eyeballs. But I don't know if you can see it or not, but the head rotates on this thing when it shuts. I don't know if I can get this up here where you can see it or not. Because it's going, well, no, you can't see it. It bounces around so bad. But as soon as the head goes in, it twists and locks in. Okay. Now we've put, well, I can tell you right here, we have put 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 rounds through it. No sign of it coming open when you shoot it. So I mean, it's tight. I mean, it's solid. But I thought that was odd. Straight pull, straight back, straight forward. That takes a little getting used to. And I'll be honest with you. I put 3 rounds through it, and I had to pass it off to my son. He put the rest of them through it. But now it kicks like a dadgum mule. And I can't believe, or I can't imagine, let me put it that way. I shouldn't say that I can't believe, because if you're in a war situation, you got people shooting at you, yeah, you ain't gonna pay much attention, you're gonna shoot. But it's hard for me to imagine toting and shooting this thing all day. Now the way it loads is a little different, and I didn't bring a clip with me. And yes, I said clip, not magazine, because this one holds a clip. It comes back, the clip holds 5 rounds. They go straight in the top, and you push it in until it locks. Alright, then you load it. On your last round, I wish I'd have brought one so I could show you, but I didn't bring it in. When you pull the bolt back for the last round, the clip falls at the bottom. You remember like the old, what were the M1 Grands, I believe it was. I don't know my old guns like that. They talk about in the wartime, people would wait till they heard that ping, and they knew that was their last round. Well, this one falls out and goes ping. So, but anyway, I thought that was kind of interesting. I did mess around and found 2 more clips. So I got 3 clips that goes in this gun. So that's 15 rounds. You load 5 in it, you shoot. You load 5 in it, shoot. Load 5, shoot. But, and you got to be a little particular about how you load the rounds and all that. And I wish I'd have brought one out and showed all that, but I didn't. But anyway, just thought I would show the M95. Got sort of a unique safety on it. This is the hammer, the firing pin. The safety is here. You push it forward, but you have to pull this back. And I'm trying to do this. You have to pull this back a little bit and lock that in. Now that locks into safety. Okay. To unlock the safety, you have to flip it back down. And to release the hammer, you just pull the trigger, just like so. All right. Now the sights. Now I haven't figured these sights out because we haven't really shot enough or took time to really try to sight anything in. But anyway, and I know you can't see down them, but that's your flat sight, and then the sights flip up like so, and it's marked. And I'm assuming, I don't know if you know, tell me, because I'm not really sure, but it's marked everywhere from 6 to 22, and I'm assuming that's 6 meters. Excuse me, from 6 meters to 22 meters that you can set the sights. Adjust it wherever you want it. And even here you pick it up and you've got your sight pattern underneath. So I'm assuming you can set it here for however many meters, and then you can drop down to this side if you need it. You still got your standard close-up sight. So anyway, very unique gun. On the end of it, it's got a stack rod. Now from the pictures I found and from the things, articles I've read, you take 3 guns and you stack them up on the ground, and you lock these pins together, and it makes a stack of 3 guns. So, and I'm just going by what I've found. I say I've had this one a year and a half, 2 years, something like that. So, anyway, just something different. You don't see the Steyrs very much. And this is the M95, and like I said, and it's in pretty good shape. Now it does have, you'll see right there, it's got 1 chip knocked out the bottom of the stock. Well, I'm going to try, and I've been looking online trying to find out what to do with this other than sand it down, because that's a pretty deep gash. I don't particularly want to sand all that out of it. So, I think what I'm going to try to do is the damp rag deal, because it's got a chunk knocked out. My throat's scratchy, y'all forgive me. It's got a chunk knocked out of it, but you can tell some of it's actually compressed. So I'm going to try the damp rag and iron, see if I can steam it and see if it'll come back out a little bit, and then we'll go from there. But you guys tell me, leave me a comment. It's not the greatest finish on this thing. I mean, you can tell it's been used, but it has not been used all that much. You can tell there's some wear on the finish, especially on this side. You can see the finish is really thin down through there. And there's a few dents right there too. And they try to steam them out. But you tell me, should I try to refinish this, or should I just leave it well enough alone? Because I'm debating. I really don't know. The gun is probably worth a little more if I leave it alone. But I'm not really looking at it as making any money off of it. I think this gun has got a home. I don't think it's going nowhere. I like it. To be honest with you, I've actually been looking, trying to find another one. There's a few around, but the ones I found I can't afford to buy. And like I said, I got this one. I can't remember. But it was under $100 I give for this thing. I have, well, actually, the pawn shop that I deal with a good bit. The guy there, I know him really well, and he's a good guy. He let me put it on layaway, so I make little payments on it, even though it was just under $100. I still make payments on it, and I like doing that because you can just stop by there, give them $10, $5, and before you know it, it's paid for, and you don't even realize the money's gone. In fact, on this one, a lot of times I cashed in loose change and took the payment back to him. So, but anyway, off of that, I guess my main question was I just wanted to show this to you because this is kind of unusual. I don't know that I've ever seen one on YouTube. I'm sure there are some. It's different. Like I said, it's like the guy told me, and like I said, now I'm quoting him. It packs a hell of a punch, and he's right. It does. I said I shot it 3 times, and that's all I wanted for right then. I can't imagine being in the military, tucking this thing, having to shoot it all day. But anyway, my question is, on this stock, would you refinish it or would you leave it like it is? I mean, leave me a comment, leave me a thumbs up, thumbs down. You know, people forget to do that, and it really helps me because I'm really trying to make this channel a little more interesting. I'm really trying to come up with some things that are different. If you've seen, I've done a cooking thing, cook some hamburgers here a while, and I'm fixing to do some hot wings. I'm gonna get my boys together. We always do this as a family. I'll get my boys together, get my wife in there. Sometimes you can get my daughter to cook, sometimes you can't. But we usually try to do it as a family thing. We get everybody in the kitchen, get everybody involved. So hopefully, if my mom's still doing good, we're going to get her in the kitchen. A lot of times she likes to take the chicken and just batter it for us, you know. And anyway, we're going to do hot wings. So y'all watch for that one. Hot wings. I'm telling you. Oh, man, you talking about good. Now, that's going to be good. God, whenever we do hot wings, I ate so much I can't eat eat nothing else for 2 days usually. I love hot wings. This is actually like hot bits. We'll take, I'm going to get on that later. Right here. Let me know. Thumbs up. Do you like this little gun? Would you like to shoot this little gun? Are you sure you like to shoot this little? Anyway, let me know. Would you refinish stock or would you just leave well enough alone since it's an old military rifle? If you know anything about them, tell me. Do you know what them numbers right there actually mean? I'm assuming it's some type of issue numbers. I don't know. Tell me. All right, I'm out of here. God bless. As always, play hard. Have fun, but don't play stupid, people. You know it hurts. I'm out.